to join us today, and the thousands of people watching at home. I'm sure you've all heard the whispers, but this is the official media announcement. We are in London, Village Underground. It's a special occasion, a special venue for a special fighter. And I'm going to announce him right now. Stay right there. Wait. Olympic silver medalist, amateur standout, going to be a standout pro, Ben Whittaker.
Ben Whittaker, the Midlands finest. Elite as an amateur, he's guaranteed to be elite as a pro. He's got the latest fits and the latest tricks. A fighter who takes on many forms, both in and out of them. A fighter destined to shine under the bright lights. A fighter that's found his new home. Whether you like it or not, a new era is arrived. Ben.
Round of applause. Yeah, come on. Ben, we are finally here. Congratulations. You're signed with Boxer and Sky Sports. We've been waiting for this day. What does it mean to you?
You know, I always say save the best till last. Here I am. And it's a nice step in my career. You know, I just want to firstly thank God, thank my mum and dad for getting me into this position. And I'm excited for the journey.
I'll come back to you in a minute. Let me go to your promoter, Ben Shalom. Ben, this is the one you wanted. You know, we've spoken about Ben Whittaker. How difficult was it to get this one over the line?
Listen, before we even got the Sky deal, I knew the fighter we wanted. Hard. He was the one that every promoter was circling around. 1 minute he was thinking one way, 1 minute he was thinking another. It took 2 meetings in Wolverhampton. It took a trip to New York. It took voice notes. It took late night calls. It took everything. But when we came into boxing, we wanted to be a disruptor. It's hard to do what we do. We're being brave. We're going into an industry that's always ran the same way. And we can only be as good as the talent that we get. And we've invested heavily in the future. You know, we're here for the long term. We've invested in Fraser. We've invested in Lauren, Karis, Adam Azim, Caroline Dubois, and many others. But you have to have a star as well that represents where you want to go in the sport. And I think Ben Whittaker, in a similar way to us, we've not seen the likes of him before. He's not like anyone else. He's a generational talent, but also a personality that isn't trying to emulate anyone, isn't trying to be someone he's not. And I think for us, that's why this was always the perfect signing for almost to set off what is a new era on Sky.
Adam, what does it mean to have to have Ben on Sky? Does it feel like he is the final piece to the puzzle?
It certainly does, and you say a tough, hard battle, and that's exactly what it was. There were sleepless nights. I remember having a conversation with Ben a few weeks ago, and it was honest, and it was off the record, and he had a really big decision to make. I'm delighted he's come to Sky. I think it's the perfect platform for him. I think he can genuinely become a real star because he's got charisma. He's got that certain it factor that I think that people are going to love him, they're going to hate him, they're going to watch him. He's going to be a box office attraction. And he adds to a phenomenal stable that Ben has been grafting away and managed to get hold of. You know, Caroline Dubois, Fraser Clark, Lauren and Karis. It's wonderful to have the standout Olympians. Yes, Galalia Fai, yes, the McCormacks, there's other two. But I'm really pleased that we've got the 5 that we set out to get. And Ben at the end, he says at the end, save the best to last. I genuinely believe that he's got that certain something. Look, he's got to do what he does in the ring. He's so talented. He was a standout amateur. He's 24 years of age. He's got a long journey in front of him, but he's going to get all the support from 258, from Sky, from Boxer. It's a brilliant, brilliant day, and it's a very bright future that he and the whole Boxer team have now. They're on the biggest and best platform.
I think everyone will agree with you. Ben Shalom's alluded to it there. It was difficult. You obviously have a lot of attention, a lot of promoters and people trying to sign you. Why Boxer?
Well, first things first, who doesn't like the attention? You know what I mean? I love a bit of attention. But but the thing is, of course, it was a humbling position to be in. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted me. They was throwing everything at me. But Sky and Boxer just made sense for me where I am in my career, and they've got a path where I can come the face of the sport, so I thought, why not?
What are your ambitions in boxing? You know, we hear it all the time that people say they want to become a world champion, but do you have any special ambitions that you want to achieve?
Well, I know I'm going to be a world champion. That's just, we'll push that to the side, but because everybody says they wants to be a world champion, but you have to believe in I will. But one thing I'd really like to do is, in this country, you always hear Nigel Benn, Eubank, this, that. When my career's said and done, I want the country to say, remember that Ben Whittaker? He was the best we ever had.
Now over to a man that needs no introduction, Sugar Hill. Pleasure to have you back in the UK after your recent success. But this is a big statement, partnering with Ben Whittaker.
Yes, I believe this is a great move for Boxer, for Sky Sports, and for Ben Whittaker. It's, like I said, it's been a long time coming, putting this together, and I believe everybody's made the decision that they want to make and that they're comfortable with, and that makes everybody happy in the beginning, and that leads to a happy relationship down the road. I think that for myself, Ben Whittaker is an extremely highly talented amateur boxer, or just boxer period in general, who I believe has the talent like a Roy Jones coming out of the Olympics, turning professional with that much excitement, that much charisma, that much attitude, that much showmanship, an electrifying personality, talent. I mean, he's got a whole package that really, truly, a lot of promoters in the world do want. They don't want to just sign fighters anymore that can become champions. They want fighters with the whole package, and I believe that Ben Whittaker has that whole package to be nothing less than a superstar in boxing, and to actually change the game of boxing to make it more of a household sport again, like it used to be. And with Boxer and with Sky's platform, I believe that this is something that's going to reach a high limit.
Ben, you often see people turn pro and they stick with their amateur coach or a local coach, someone who they've known for a long time. You've done the complete opposite here, and you've sought the trainer you think is best for you. It's a bold move, considering he's American and you are going to be fighting here on Sky Sports. Why did you make that decision?
Yeah, well, I still got my amateur coach there, Joby Clayton. He'll be my second. But it was one of those things. I just wanted to be different. I've always grew up with the Kronk type of style. I'm a beautiful boxer, hit and not get hit, that's the game, but I want to bring in knockouts now. So it was just searching, who's the person who can bring that knockout, who can bring those devastating knockouts? Sugar Hill's the man. So we went over there, we worked together, we clicked, and here we are, man. So when the debut comes, just know, get them paramedics ready.
Ben, we know that you have big plans, big ambitions for Ben Whittaker. What is the plan? How are you going to move him?
I think we've seen he's been in an elite weight category in the amateur level. When you're competing at light heavyweight, you're competing against men, you're competing against the very, very best, and he's handled himself throughout. So we know he's going to go all the way. I don't think that's the question here. I think it's about creating a superstar. He wants to go down the traditional route. He wants to win titles, but he also wants to be headlining shows quickly. He wants to be moved quickly. He wants to be promoted properly. And I think we're going to be sitting down with 258. We're going to be sitting down with Anthony Joshua, with Sugar Hill, with Adam Smith, and thinking, how do we make the sport bigger with Ben Whittaker? When we came in, it was about making boxing more accessible, making it easier to understand, making it go into places it's not been before. Now we have the star that we can do that with. And that's the vision, that's the journey, and it's going to be a very, very exciting one, because all the pieces are in place now to take it forward.
Just before we open it up to the media to ask questions, I'm going to ask one for me, which is, there's whispers you would like to win the British title at both 168 and 175 and hold them both at the same time.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Correct me wrong, I don't know who's done that before, but I think 2 on my shoulder would look good. I'd rule Britain, and then we can move on to world honours.
Right, I think there's a mic somewhere in the crowd, if we can get some questions from the media. You want to shout?
Hold on, the mic's there. Calm yourself. Yes, keep your voice big, man.
Just following on from what you're just saying, so you're going to box at super middleweight and light heavyweight, and which weight do you think you'll start off at?
Well, I do like Krispy Kremes and curry goat, so we'll have to see first. But the first things first, I've got to gel with my team, get straight back into training, camp work, and we'll see if the weight comes off, but I can jump in either or.
Hi Ben, thanks for your time. When you were in Tokyo, obviously, you won silver. At the time you spoke about kind of not settling for silver and not being completely happy with that. Obviously it's a fantastic achievement, but is that a mindset that you want to take forward now you've signed with Boxer?
Of course it's a great achievement, but I'll never celebrate silver, and that's the person I am, do you know what I mean? It's a good achievement, it's got me into this position now with this platform, but if you're happy with second place, you're in the wrong sport.
What's going on, Ben? I spoke to Adam about this just in our interview now. He believes that you're going to become a pay-per-view attraction. How quickly do you think you can become a Sky Sports box office fighter?
Well, it's all about moving properly in this game. Boxing, of course, you got to fight anybody, but it's a business as well. But I want anybody, man, line them up. I'll look sexy, I'll look flashy, make sure the ring walk looks good. And, I'm sure people will be paying to see me lose or win, but I'll make sure I win.
Hi, Rob Harding from The Undisputed. Congratulations, Ben, on turning pro today. Well done. I've got a question for Sugar Hill, actually. Sugar, what have you seen in Ben stylistically and skill-wise, and how are you going to sprinkle that Kronk magic on him?
Well, what I see in Ben Whittaker is he's got speed, he's got strength, he's got ring awareness, but what really caught my eye is his ability to create things in the ring. I always believe that a good fighter can create things, and that's one of the things that I teach is creating openings, and Ben has that naturally. It's just, for me, getting him to sit down on his punches with certain techniques and getting him to develop that knockout power.
Hi Ben, first of all, congratulations on signing with Sky Sports and Boxer. We've seen Galal Yafai pushed in a sort of different route in terms of fighting for titles at the early stages of his career. Is that something you'd be looking to do as well?
I'm 100% at that level now, but you have to think I'm 24, he's 30, I'm light heavyweight, he's flyweight, so it's just two different things, and I'm my own man. I'll follow my own path, and when my team thinks he's ready and I'm ready, we go for the kill.
Hi Ben, congratulations firstly. Secondly, how key is activity going to be? How many times a year is Sky going to be able to get you out?
Well, 1 second. Start again, big man. I think we need subtitles.
Thanks, Ben. Once you've got the pro debut out of the way, how many times a year do you want to be fighting with Sky Sports?
Okay. As much as possible, really. You only learn when you're in the ring. So I'll leave it to these men over here to just get me the fights, and I'll be there ready.
You mentioned you want to become a British champion in 2 different weight divisions, Ben. What other things do you plan on doing in your pro career that people haven't done before?
You'd have to wait and see, man. I can't give it all away now, can I? But like I said, I want to move through the weights. I want to get world titles at each weight and just look phenomenal. I'm my own man. Ben Whittaker, that's who I am. So I'll just do it my way.
Ben, congratulations. A massive achievement. Between Anthony Joshua and obviously the guys around you on stage at the moment, a lot is said about the step up from amateur to pro. What have they said to you to look out for? Maybe warned you about that comes with life inside the ring and outside the ring as well?
Yeah, man, a lot of people have got advice. But since a kid, I've been training like a pro. I've been sparring pros. When I'm at home, I do 8-10 rounds. So it's a boxing ring at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I'm a professional at heart, so it'll just be another day in the park.
I think that is it for the questions. So the boys up here will take some photos, and then Ben and Sugar Hill are going to be conducting a short workout in the ring, so everybody can gather around the ring, take photos, and then you'll have one-on-one interview opportunities.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness App. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.